keeps control for Thompson. Pass for Stevens, wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out, up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Saturday afternoon. We got 4 games for you here from the Shield Center. All 4 games win, and the advance to state lose, and your season comes to a close. This is our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. Here from the Shield Center, our first 2 games will feature Division A state qualifiers. The 16-8 Wahpeton Huskies going up against the 19-4 Grafton Spoilers. Then at 3 o'clock, it'll feature the Thompson Tommies, who are 13-11 on the season, against the 11-11 Valley City Highlanders. Once we get to the evening hours, we'll turn our attention to Division B. And Division B will have Lemoore Litchfield Marion at 15-10 on the season against New Rockford Cheyenne. The Rockets at 13-11. And then North Border, the Eagles at 16-8, square off with Edgeley, Cullumop, Hilliard, the Rebels at 21-4 on the season. On the A side, all roads lead to about a half-mile, if that, north of here to the Fargodome, where the state tournament will be at the Dome, beginning at 1 o'clock on Thursday afternoon. Well, for the State B tournament, all roads lead to the Magic City at the Minot State Dome. That'll begin on Thursday as well. And we will keep you apprised of all the games across the state of North Dakota. This season, just like the girls 2 weeks ago, the boys, there's 4 East State qualifiers, 2 in the A and 2 in the B, and 4 West State qualifiers, 2 in the A and 2 in the B as well. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this. We'll let you know those other games going on across the way on the western side of the state. We'll hear from both head coaches with Jeff Ralph and Riley Littlemone. Get to our starting lineups, keys to victory, that and more still to come. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. We'll take a quick break. Back after this with the more of the state qualifiers on this Saturday afternoon here on yourliveevent.com. The North Border Eagle Sports Boosters mission is to cultivate an environment that inspires students, athletes, coaches, parents, and communities to collectively create a positive and spirited atmosphere for all athletic programs. Search for North Border Eagle Sports Boosters on Facebook if you'd like to become a member or for more information today. The North Border Eagle Sports Boosters wishes the Eagles the best of luck in the tournament.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
See your local Farmers Union Insurance agent, Jennifer Worley in Cavalier.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Red River Valley Speedway. What a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Destination for family fun. Red River Valley Speedway. Racing at its very best. Red River Valley Speedway.
Racing runs May through August. For more details, visit redrivervalleyspeedway.com.
High school basketball continues today here on yourliveevent.com between the Grafton Spoilers and the Wahpeton Huskies, as the Wahpeton Huskies have taken the floor. Other games going on in Division A for state qualifiers today. You have Stanley and Killdeer and Beulah and Botno. Teams that have qualified so far. From Region 1, the Kinder Vikings at 23-0 on the season. From Region 2, the Devils Lake Firebirds at 22-2 on the year. Delax Burlington, the Lakers are 21-3 out of Region 3. And Shiloh Christian, the Skyhawks out of Region 4 at 18-6. Once the state qualifiers are done for Division A, they will have the coaches rank 1 through 8. The only caveat again with the 1 through 8 seed is if you played an opponent, for example, I'll use Wahpeton in this instance. If Wahpeton gets seeded 8th and the Kinder Vikings were to be seeded 1, they cannot play in the quarterfinals, so Wahpeton then would get bumped to a 7 seed as an example. You cannot play a team that you played in the region tournament, but then everything else is fair game. So when you look at the Grafton Spoilers, same thing. If Thompson were to qualify and Devils Lake and Grafton are all there, none of those teams can play each other if you played in the Region 2 tournament. But outside of that, it is pretty much a seed line moving forward. It's the Grafton Spoilers and alongside the Wahpeton Huskies here on YourLiveEvent.com. Grafton, 9 state tournament appearances. As you take a look all time between Class A and Class B, now it's Division A. The Spoilers made it in 2021 and 2022, finishing runner-up in the old Region 2 in Class B last season with a mark of 17 wins and 7 losses. 5 state titles in program history, and the Huskies and the Spoilers do have some history between these two teams when it comes to state titles. Dating way back to 1935, Grafton beat Wahpeton 29-25 in a state championship. While for the Wahpeton Huskies, 44 state tournament appearances, most recently in 2019. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this. Gets you closer to a starting lineups brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. We'll hear from both head coaches. That and more still to come. The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. It's the Huskies and the Spoilers here on your live event.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
High school basketball day continues here on our pregame show as we take a look at the Grafton Spoilers getting some shots up here on the north end of the Shields Center. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes, and this is game number 1 of 4 today from the Shields Center, and very reminiscent to the girls. if you just look at what the girls' state qualifiers meant once he got to state, the Devils Lake Firebirds beat the Kindred Vikings in a state qualifier, eventually the state champs in Division A. In Division B, Edgeley Montpelier, the Rebel Girls made it to a state qualifier, eventually made it to the state championship, finishing runners-up. So again, making it to Saturday now with the new 3-class system in Division A and Division B keeps all your goals still quite alive here inside the Shield Center. It's the Thompson Tommies, and again, the Grafton Spoilers here in this one as we get you ready to go for our first of 4 contests. The Wahpeton Huskies, head coached by Jeff Ralph, they got here, defeating Fargo Oak Grove in the quarterfinals, 63-46 of the Region 1 tournament, then defeated the Valley City Highlanders 47-44 in the semis, and gave everything and some to the Kindred Vikings. Just ran out of steam a little bit there in the fourth quarter where they had just 3 field goals against the Vikings in the Kindred 65-50 win in the Region 1 championship. First meeting this year between Wahpeton and Grafton, 2 former EDC rivals a few generations ago. For the Grafton Spoilers, 19 wins, 4 losses. Their 4 losses by a combined 15 points. 2 to Devils Lake, 6 to Kindred, 4 to 4 wins Minnewacan, and 3 to the Thompson Tommies. Grafton lost to Thompson. They earned a bye into the Region 2 semifinals. They had a season low in points, scoring 57. This is a Grafton Spoiler team that averages 76 points per game, but for the Grafton Spoilers, 19 wins, 4 losses. Again, lost to Thompson in the Region 2 semis, 60-57, but came back and defeated 4 wins Minnewacan in a third-place game, 70-60. In the latest poll in North Dakota for Division 8, number 1 Kindred is automatically at state. Number 4 Devils Lake, and receiving votes of Delax Burlington all made their way to state. Beulah in a state qualifier, Grafton in a state qualifier. The Spoilers, the number 2 team in the state, Beulah the 5th, and 4 wins Minnewacan, the 3rd team not making it to the state tournament and not making it to a state qualifier after falling to the Grafton Spoilers. We're going to take a quick break, and we come back after this. It's time to get to our Coach's Corner. It's the Grafton Spoilers and the Wahpeton Huskies. This is our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today here on your live event. When we come back, we'll hear from Jeff Ralph of the Wahpeton Huskies, Riley Littlemone of the Grafton Spoilers, get to our starting lineups and the opening tip from the Shield Center. It's the state qualifiers here on your live event.
Ahead of schedule, the 620 has landed. The new versatile 620 tractor is now on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. Talk to Chuck and wheel and deal. This is at 2023 pricing, big discounts, huge savings. Make your purchase now. Save thousands of dollars on the new versatile 620 tractor. It's on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment. You can check it out today. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. Get the deal done on this new versatile 620.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Triton Mechanical is your leader for commercial, industrial, and residential contracting in southeast North Dakota. From the quality of their products, the commitment to you, the customer, and their service, let Triton Mechanical handle your next request from heating, cooling, boilers, and more. Go online at triton-mechanical.com. That's triton-mechanical.com for all your service work or to get in contact with them today. Triton Mechanical is a division of Grotberg Electric, and they strive to leave a legacy of excellence with their partners, customers, and employees. As we continue on our pregame show here today from the Shield Center, joining us now from the Wahpeton Huskies, he's the head coach. That is Jeff Ralph, brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank for our interviews. And alongside with that, going up against the Grafton Spoilers. Jeff, let's just start there. A team that for some generations used to Grafton and Wahpeton being in the same conference, but this year being in the same division, but you haven't played them. So once you get to this late of the season, is it refreshing or more nerve-wracking playing a team that you haven't played all season?
Well, I think it's the one team we haven't played, so let's see how we do against them. Some really good guards here. We're going to have to defend really well, and then a huge post player. So, we've seen them on film a lot. Just scouting the teams we did play, we happened to see them a few times, and then my assistants have all been just going crazy watching film the last few days. So we kind of feel like we do know who they are.
Drayton Mauk, a guy that just, a bulldog mentality, going up against OC there on Thursday and just continues to be a grinder. What have you liked about his play most this season for the Huskies?
Well, he does so much, and for a 5'10" kid, how he rebounds is just amazing. And then, his ball pressure on guys, we're going to expect that today. I thought he did a great job on OC on Thursday. And, the fourth quarter kind of got away from us a little bit, but I thought in large part Trey was one of the reasons we stayed close.
What did you see from your team in 3 games that you hope to kind of replicate, I guess, a little bit here later today inside the Shield Center earlier in the region tournament?
Well, I think we've shot it okay. I think we got to get going inside, and they present some problems with their size, but we got to get Jaden going, and our little high-low action with Coop, where Coop's going to hit a 3 and get inside. Coop shot it well. I just feel like today we really got to get Jaden going.
Final thing for you, Coach Ralph, before we let you go. 32 minutes of basketball. What must the Huskies do well to get, a half block north of here, on Thursday afternoon?
Well, I think we have to rebound. I think they're going to miss a couple, and we got to rebound those and maybe turn them into some points at the other end quickly.
Jeff Ralph, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here today.
Thank you.
We'll continue after this from the Shield Center.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
The Hillsborough American Legion and VFW welcome you to bring the family to the Hillsborough Vets Club and enjoy a great meal with a Friday night fish fries during the Lenten season, serving from 5:30 to 7 p.m. All you can eat for just $15 for adults, $4 for ages under 10. Dine in, pick up, or local delivery available. And don't forget to stop in on Saturdays from 5:30 to 7 for great roasted chicken supper. It's the best chicken around. Dine in and take out great food with the Friday night fish fries and Saturday roasted chicken supper at the Hillsborough Vets Club.
Mission Court Independent Living at Benedictine Living Community offers independent living, giving you a comfortable lifestyle and freedom to do what you like while leaving chores behind. The monthly rent includes housekeeping, 3 daily meals, transportation, social and recreational programs, plus spiritual care and on-site worship services. Call 218-784-5250 to learn more and schedule a tour. And you can save $1,000 with our move-in special. Benedictine Living Community of Ada, recognized for quality care.
This is Dustin Nagel with Dakota Heritage Bank. We're a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we can assist you with all of your banking needs, including checking and savings accounts, credit and debit cards, loans of all types, and more. We offer free mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking with Dakota Heritage Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
With us on our Irie Insurance pregame show here, it's the Grafton Spoilers and the Wahpeton Huskies for the State A qualifiers. And joining us now here from the Grafton Spoilers, he is Riley Lillimone, part of our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame show interviews. And Riley, for you guys, two tough games that you're going to have in Mayville, and everyone kind of said all season once you get to that tournament, it felt like a mini state tournament before you get to this point, but you just want to find a way to get to Saturday, and all your hopes and aspirations are still in front of you. So what's the one thing that you saw from your team in 2 games in Mayville that you hope to carry over here to the Shield Center this afternoon?
Well, they played hard, obviously, and we knew going into that first round against Thompson that they had 9-10 losses, but they were all against very good teams, so we knew that you couldn't really look at that. We've played them for years, obviously. They're in the same region as us for a long time, them, and we've played against the same kids, and they have great players, and they're well coached. So we knew that was going to be a battle, and I think we didn't play well, but I think if you ask them, they'd say the same thing. They didn't play well either. It was kind of ugly both ways, and they just kind of made a play at the end, and we didn't have enough time to make one back, and that's kind of how that one fell. But it was nice to see our boys come back on Thursday night, and put that one behind us and come out with the intensity and pressure that we needed to do that. And we played well and did things that we talked about in practice the day before. We needed to focus on Dang, obviously. He's a great player, so we focused a lot on him and tried to get the ball out of his hands, which we did a pretty good job of. And we just shot the ball a lot better on Thursday than we did on Tuesday. Tuesday we missed a lot of shots from guys who usually knock at least a couple down, so that was huge. Thursday was a kind of a tale of a different story there, and we were able to make some shots and make some plays.
You look at Wahpeton, there's a generation of fans that remember Grafton and Wahpeton being in the same conference and the same class you are here this season, but you haven't faced the Huskies yet this year here, Riley. So what's going to present a challenge from a coach, Ralph, but also just a new opponent, this late in the season?
Yeah, no, for sure. They're a good team. I mean, we've watched film, and like you said, we haven't played them, physically played them, so it's hard to know exactly what they bring, but we watch some game film, obviously, and throughout the season it makes it nice that the games are pretty much anywhere you want to find them, you can find them. So we were able to watch a lot of games, and we know what they bring. Their guards are quick, they're good, they got a couple of big guys, they can shoot it, they defend very well, they're well coached, they do all the little things the right way, which makes it a difficult opponent to play against. But yeah, it's different watching film compared to actually playing somebody, so we'll see how that goes today.
For you guys here, Riley, with Braylon Baldwin and Brody Lillimon, what did you see from those two in particularly up in Mayville here this past week?
Oh, well, they both shot the ball a lot better. That was the biggest thing. Braylon struggled a little bit on Tuesday throughout the game, and same with Brody. He usually shoots the ball pretty well, and he just didn't hit any shots for us on Tuesday. And Thursday, Brody had a nice first half, hit a few shots to kind of keep us rolling, and Braylon didn't really get it going until the second half, but once he did, I mean, he just carried us. Makes plays for us on both ends of the floor. He dictates the pace that we play at. So it was nice to see those two both come back, along with the rest of our guys too, because realistically nobody played real well on Tuesday, and everyone picked it up Thursday and did a lot more positive things for us.
Final thing for you, Coach Lillimon, for 32 minutes of basketball, what must the Grafton Spoilers do well to get about 500 feet from here to Thursday afternoon to that Fargo Dome?
Yeah, well, we need to take care of the basketball first of all. We can't turn the ball over. Like I said, they're a well-coached team. They do things the right way, so we need to make sure that we're doing things the right way on our side of things. We need to rebound the basketball. Usually if we out-rebound our opponent, that's a pretty good indication of our success in the game most of the time. So that'll be a big thing. And then we just need to hit some shots. Again, we haven't played in this gym yet, so hopefully we get lots of them up in pregame and we can roll from there.
Riley, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here today.
Thank you.
Then again, Coach Lillimon for the Grafton Spoilers will continue on our pregame show after this.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
As we continue on our final segment on our reinsurance.com to get a free quote started today. Again, game number 1 of 4 for you here from the Shields Center. Wahpeton Grafton in game number 1. The Wahpeton Huskies 16 wins and 8 losses on the season, going up against the Grafton Spoilers at 19-4 on the year. At 3 o'clock, it'll be Thompson and Valley City in our second Division A East region or eastern side of the state qualifier. Thompson at 13-11 and Valley City at 11-11. 5 o'clock will feature the Division B side of things with Lemoore Litchfield going up against New Rockford Cheyenne, and then we'll have North Border against Edgeley Montpelier. That'll also be at 7 o'clock between North Border and the Rebels. Then the Lobos and the Rockets, that'll be at 5 o'clock. The Wahpeton Huskies and the Grafton Spoilers here for game number 1. We heard from both head coaches, Riley Lillemone and Jeff Ralph. The one thing about this on paper, Grafton can score in bunches. They average 76 points per game. Defensively, they give up 55. 4 losses on the season combined by 15 points. Well, for the Wahpeton Huskies, this is a team that we've seen play up-tempo when needed to, but a lower scoring game more than likely will favor Wahpeton here in this one with the tempo and the possession. The Huskies averaging 61 points per game, while defensively giving up 58 points per contest. The Huskies head coach by Jeff Ralph. Winner advances to the Fargo Dome on Thursday. Loser has their season come to a close. Nice looking crowd that's filing in here inside the Shield Center from both the Wahpeton and the Grafton fan bases. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll get to our starting lineups and the opening tip. That does it for our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. They cover it all, from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. It's game number 1 of 4 here from the Shield Center. We're back after this with our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
For the first time ever, World of Outlaws at Norman County Raceway on Saturday, June 29th.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information.
Triton Mechanical is your leader for commercial, industrial, and residential contracting in southeast North Dakota. From the quality of their products, the commitment to you, the customer, and their service, let Triton Mechanical handle your next request, from heating, cooling, boilers, and more. Go online at triton-mechanical.com. That's triton-mechanical.com for all your service work or to get in contact with them today. Triton Mechanical is a division of Grotberg Electric, and they strive to leave a legacy of excellence with their partners, customers, and employees. Let's get you set for our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers. Quality products score owned at crystalsugar.com. For the Grafton Spoilers, they'll go like this. Braylon Baldwin, a 5'11 senior guard. Also Juan Villarreal, a 5'11 senior guard. Both all Region 2 players. Ryan Hansen, the 6'3 senior forward, with Sivney, the 6'1 senior forward. Abram, and then you have Kyler Droog, the 6'1 junior forward. Baldwin, Villarreal, Hansen, Rice, and Droog, also a All-Region 2 performer. Head coach of the Grafton Spoilers, Riley Lillemone, here for Grafton, out in their maroon uniforms, white numerals with that gold outline. We go from there to the Wahpeton Huskies, part of our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups here. For the Wahpeton Huskies, Bjorn Kubala, the 6-foot junior guard. Brendan Steffens, a 5'10" sophomore, with Trenton Malk, a 5'10" junior, both all Region 1 players alongside Jaden King, a 6'4" senior forward, and Cooper Klosterman, the 6'4" senior forward. Kubala, Steffens, Malk, King, and Klosterman here for head coach Jeff Ralph and the Wahpeton Huskies. Again, that does it for our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, square owned. Go to crystalsugar.com. Our officials here of this one, you have Kevin Sundry, Todd Rowe, and Mike Lean, who will put this one up in the center circle on this Saturday afternoon. Game 1 out of 4. Wahpeton Huskies looking to make it to state for the first time since 2019. The Spoilers, they've been there a ton. Made it in 2021 and 2022 as of late. Came up short in the region championship a season ago, trying to make it back there for the 10th time in program history from A, B, and now into the Division A ranks. Opening tip right on cue at 1 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon, and the state qualifiers are officially underway here inside the Shield Center. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. Welcome to the Shield Center as the Huskies will go a little half court, immediately trapping on the interior with Kyler Droog, and they'll see a turnover. Jaden King making his way to the other side, and this one goes out of bounds. Talking with some of the coaches and some of those who covered the girls' state qualifiers at the Louis Lee Fieldhouse in Mayville, they said it just had a tournament atmosphere, and albeit again will be here today as these two fan bases coming out in droves and early on, already getting down on the floor and dirty. As Trenton Malk will pick up the foul, his first, team's first, and the Grafton Spoilers again in their maroon uniforms, so the Wahpeton Huskies in their whites with the purple numerals and lettering outlined in gold. Malk better be careful, nearly picked up his second. Braylon Baldwin brings in the front court. Baldwin spins, top of the key, Villarreal around the horn. This one goes open, was Sevin. He'll shoot it, jumper on the way for Sevin. That one will be off the mark for the 6'1" senior forward. Rebound comes down to Jaden King, and we go the other side of the floor. Right-handed side goes King. King gives it back to Malk. Malk looking for a teammate, finds one back to the top to Steffens, and Steffens will set up the offense here for the Huskies. Huskies will utilize it. Cooper, right-handed side, Malk will rise on the right wing. That'll be off the iron and a board coming down to Ryan Hansen, his first. Baldwin, near sideline, finds Hansen. This from the college range three. Swirling out, rebound, tapped, and it will be out of bounds. Last touch by Drew. Sivney, the 6'1" senior, and you look at Hansen, 6'3", 5'11" for Juan, 5'11" for Braylon, and 6'7" for Kyler Drew again in the starting lineup for the Grafton Spoilers. Who's going to score first? Klosterman gives it on the inside, and it's a turnover. Second one of the Huskies. Hansen is able to get the steal. Baldwin working with it the other side. Slips a pass. Hansen. Extra pass up top, and Steffens able to come away with it. Second turnover now for the Spoilers. Steffens step through. Villarreal trying to get the block, but it goes to Jaden King for the putback for two. Opening points on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future, goes to the Wahpeton Huskies. Bounce pass interior and a turnover. Coming up with it is Kubala. Steffens, other side of the floor. Steffens spinning his way, finds it to Kubala. Kubala, step back three-pointer, can't get it. Rebound here eventually, 1-4 for the Wahpeton Huskies with Trenton Malk. Riley Littlemore wanted a offensive foul there for King, but they say the defender didn't have proper positioning. Klosterman, nice spin inside. King spinning his way off the window. Good touch for two. Jaden King now with 4 points. Cooper lost it, went right to King, and it's a 4-0 start here for Wahpeton. Grafton, right-handed side goes to Hansen. Skips it left-handed side. Sivney lost it for a moment, regains possession, and this will go out of bounds. And this is what the Huskies did very well against the Kindred Vikings on Thursday night. They came out immediately with a bunch of hustle, and we got a timeout of the floor. We'll break with them. A shorty for a good cause. It's Wahpeton up by 4.
Are you dreaming of building or remodeling your dream home? This is Sonia from the Lighting Gallery, and we can help you from the time you start that dream to the time that your last fixture is hung in your room. We can come out to your house and do an in-home lighting design, picking out fixtures, working within your budget, working within your style, and putting together a full lighting package for you that makes your house feel like a home. If you're building, you're remodeling, visit us at the Lighting Gallery, located at 3622 South Washington Street in Grand Forks.
Timeouts throughout the day brought to you in part by Bank North. At ibanknorth.com, they take community heart, helping the customers achieve their financial goals. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. It's values-based banking. To find a branch near you, again, go to ibanknorth.com. So a 4-0 start here for the Huskies. Winner of this game makes their way to the Fargadom. Loser has their season come to a close. Klosterman left and inside to Kubala. Kubala looking for the interior to King. King gets it on the left baseline. Couple dribbles. Double team comes. Extra pass to Kubala. Kubala rising, shooting. Three-pointer, no. Rebound tapped down. Eventually will be won here by the Grafton Spoilers. Villarreal goes the other side of the floor to Hansen. Hansen to the baseline here for Grafton to Sivney. Back up top as this will be to Baldwin. Baldwin with a couple hard dribbles. Baldwin looking for a step through left-handed side to Hansen to the baseline now to Sivney. Sivney gets it on the interior, but there's a steal. Jaden King got his mitts on that one, and King comes away with a turnover. The fifth one for the Spoilers here in the opening 3 minutes. Steffens hits the deck. There's a steal for Baldwin. Baldwin the other side of the paint. Baldwin hanging off the window. Can't get it to go. Rebound underneath. It'll be out of bounds and off of Grafton. Huskies will handle the basketball. As coming in will be Brody Lillimon, the 6'6 sophomore. In for the Wahpeton Huskies will be Landon Ralph. It's the first meeting between these two teams here on the season. Old EDC rivals when you kind of go back through the storybook of high school basketball. Grafton being in A and B, Wahpeton being in the highest class. Right-handed side, Huskies spot him up. Three-pointer, Mauk, no. Rebound goes right to Brody Lillimon, his first off the bench. The Grafton Spoilers looking to take the lid off the rim, if you will, here. Hansen ripping it through a couple hard dribbles. Looks to skip left-handed side. Lillimon rising, shooting off the front iron and a board to Landon Ralph. This is what the Huskies can do to teams. They only gave up 46 against Oak Grove, 44 against Valley City, and they gave up 65 to Kindred, albeit some of that late with some foul situation here for Wahpeton, trying to extend the game. Wahpeton, top of the key to Kubala. Kubala at the top, little shake and bake dribble. Kubala spinning inside the paint, probing, finds it. Ralph, left wing three, book it! Landon Ralph makes it a 7-0 run for Wap. The Huskies lead it by 7. Baldwin drive kick. Lillimon answer three-pointer, was halfway down and rattled out, and Trayton Mauk gets the rebound. Other side of the floor goes Wahpeton. Mauk dribble behind the back, gets walled off here. Villarreal, good defense. Now it goes to Steffens. Steffens rising left elbow jumper, tickles it wide. It's a 9-0 run for the Huskies. And Jeff's Ralph team right now, they're making shots, and they're limiting Grafton to a one and done. That's a good recipe early on. Grafton looking for something positive. Free throw line or get something in that cylinder. Here's the big man making his way to the paint for two. Kyler Droog gives the Grafton Spoilers on the board on the 3-minute mark. Mauk, right wing, back up top, finds it to Ralph. Ralph will handle it here between the circles, now to Steffens. Steffens, right-handed dribble, crossing over, leaves it left-handed side as it works its way to King. Back to Kubala. Kubala, hard dribble, double kick. Mauk, right pocket three, answer no. Rebound comes down to Droog. Baldwin up the other side of the floor, left-handed side of Villarreal. Villarreal finds it, Droog, extra pass, Hansen. Hansen, couple of dribbles to Villarreal to the right pocket. Here's a rainbow three, and he gets fouled. 3 free throws upcoming. Kubala will pick up the foul, his first, the team's second, and Juan will head to the free throw line to shoot 3. So the Grafton Spoilers can take a calming collective breath here, trailing it by 7 points, but they will head to the free throw line with the golden sneakers of Villarreal. Free throw attempt gets the shooter's roll. First free throw of the contest for either club. Wahpeton so far led by the 4 points of Jaden King. For the Grafton Spoilers, led by the 2 points of Kyler. Free throw attempt number 2 rattling in. Villarreal getting all types of cylinders so far on these 2 free throws. Jack Gilbertson, the 5'10" 8th grader, will check into the game here for Wahpeton as Kubala will check out. Free throw attempt number 2 is up and in. Villarreal goes 3 for 3 from the free throw line. The Spoilers, after Huskies had a 9-0 run, Grafton with a little mini 5-0 run. Steffens, right-handed side with the basketball. Couple hard dribbles, makes his way to the paint. Tough shot, Steffens can't get it to go. And the Grafton Spoilers now going one and done, and we'll have a reach and foul here on Wahpeton. Tyler Drew picks up the second rebound. Foul will be a chest on Wahpeton. This will be on Landon Ralph, his first and the team's third. Grafton Spoilers and the Wahpeton Huskies. Someone's making their way to state. Grafton looking for win number 20 of the season, while for Wahpeton looking for win number 17. And the Spoilers will head right back to the free throw line. Braylon Baldwin, the 5'11 senior, goes to the stripe this time. Foul will be on Trayton Mauk, his second, and that'll be the team's fourth. That's a big loss here for Jeff Ralph in terms of foul situations, because Trayton just does a lot of little things awfully well for the Huskies, and we'll have a substitutionist. Kubala will come in for the aforementioned Mauk. So for Grafton, they only have one field goal, but they've been able to get to the free throw line 5 times, right? Bend to the knee and a little flick of the wrist, and Baldwin goes 2 for 2, and the Spoilers have made the most of it. They're 5 of 5 from the charity stripe. Kubala, right-handed side, goes behind the back, left of the key to Gilbertson. Gilbertson leaves it right-handed side. This will go to Ralph. Ralph here, top of the key, back up top to Steffens. Steffens with it between the circles. Able to cross over, go between the legs now to Kubala. Spoilers making it difficult here for the Huskies, trying to get in the paint, but there's a backdoor cut to King. Oh, what a find. Nice little flex cut. Kubala with the assist, and Jaden King now has 6. Left-handed side, Baldwin reverse pivots as Drew gets posting up on the inside, double kick. Lillimon rising rainbow 3 off the mark, but Drew gets his third rebound, and then we'll see a traveling violation on the Spoilers. Klosterman checks back into the game here for Wahpeton, while for the Grafton Spoilers, Reggie Rice, the 6'5", a sophomore forward, will check into the contest for Grafton. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future, go to dhbanknd.com. That's dhbanknd.com. It's the Huskies who've led wire to wire so far in the opening 7 minutes. Klosterman right-handed side as this one will give it back up top to Cooper. Cooper ripping it through. Back to top to Steffens. Steffens. Klosterman to Gilbertson. Gilbertson to Steffens. Steffens. Pull up from the right elbow. Shot no. Rebound. Put back King no. It's still loose. Eventually going to be won here by Wahpeton. Cooper jumper 16-footer and he gets fouled. Klosterman will head to the free throw line. First free throws of the game here coming for Wahpeton. Foul will be assessed here on Brody Lillimon. His first, the team's first for the Grafton Spoilers, and the Huskies will be heading to the free throw line for the first time this afternoon. Klosterman free throw opportunity on the first one here for the Huskies is short. Wahpeton with Landon Ralph to check back in. Also, we'll go a little bit deeper to Carter Hokert, the 5'11 sophomore guard. And with Trayton Mauk, as coming out will be Steffens, as he will have to get relaced with his left shoe, so he will come out. Free throw attempt for Klosterman is going to be up and in. Steffens pretty much took his shoe off and said, "Here you go, assistant. I need some new laces. Now go to work." This is like a pit stop. Grafton will handle it now with Baldwin. Baldwin top of the key, guarded by Kubala. Right-handed side will go now to Rice. Rice step through on Ralph off the window. Can't get it. Rebound on the interior. This will go to Hawkert. Carter in the front court here with 10 seconds remaining. Gives it to Kubala. Extra find to Ralph. Now to Kubala. 7 seconds to 6. Right-handed side to Ralph with 3 seconds. Hands it off. Gilbertson tries to get the shot off to beat the horn. It'll be off the iron. That's how we'll end our opening 8 minutes. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's the Huskies up by 5.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, Call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
For those of you that are coming for later games or wanting just to stay tuned here on yourliveevent.com, we got them all covered. Just a reminder, the next game will start at 3 at a hard time with Thompson and Valley City. But so far here in this one, the Wahpeton Huskies lead it by 5. I'm Chase Miller with Joey Hughes. Jaden King's been the difference for the Huskies. 6 points and 3 rebounds so far. One for the Grafton Spoilers, held to just 1 field goal in the opening 8 minutes, but they're only trailing by 5, thanks to Park going 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Huskies, Kubala, bounce pass inside King. King sees a double. Klosterman, three-pointer on the way. Tickles the twine. Cooper now with 4 in the contest. If you're going to come and double King and Cooper hit shots like that, that's going to make it a little bit more challenging from a defensive point of view here for the Spoilers. Grafton, right-handed side. This one will go to Droog. Gives it back now to Baldwin. Baldwin looking for the dribble. Pullback left wing 3. Can't get the shooter's roll. Rebound on the inside. Kubala, his first of the game. Now the Huskies with a made field goal here. This would be their largest lead. Steffens gets walled off, right short corner. Good D by Steffens. Eventually stolen away by Villarreal. We haven't said transition much today, and Villarreal takes it right to the 10. Juan now with 5, and the Spoilers points off turnovers here in this one. Grafton bluffing a hedge. Now it goes to Klosterman. Klosterman handles it here. Left-handed side to Kubala. Kubala, ball screen coming. They go underneath it. Kubala, right-handed side with the basketball now for the Huskies as it goes back up top now to Steffens. Steffens looking for a teammate, finds one right-handed side. Kubala, right wing 3, off the front iron, and a rebound comes down to Reggie Rice, his first of the game. Rice in the front court, goes behind the back, finds a teammate to Hansen. Hansen and Baldwin were about 3 feet from each other as now they space. Kubala kick, Villarreal rising, three-pointer, 1, book it! He's got 8. That's the first three-pointer of the game here for the Spoilers, and the Grafton Spoilers now settling in nicely here in the second quarter, back within a possession. Wahpeton, Holkert back up top as they weave their way to Steffens. Steffens, top of the key, free throw line jumper from 15. Tough shot, but got it to go. Braden Steffens now has 4. Creating enough room. Grafton's had a lot of contested shots against the Huskies so far here in this first quarter, first half that is now. Hansen, right wing three-pointer long, rebound goes to Droog, his 4th. Nice cut to the paint. Baldwin throwing it up, can't get it to go. Hockert clears the window, and now the Huskies go to the other side of the floor with Steffens. Steffens rising from the free throw line, can't get it, and a board to the 6'7" junior Droog. Droog with his 5th board of the game. Villarreal. Villarreal, head of steam off the window. What can Juan do for you? He can score, that's what. He's got 10 of Grafton's 14 points. Steffens taking the ball screen. Left-handed side with it. Now we'll go left wing to Hockert. On the interior, King. There's the double and 1. Gets the steal. 6 turnover. 1 up the floor to Baldwin. Baldwin leaves it left-handed side. Hansen back to Baldwin. Rising 3 on the way. Got it! Braylon Baldwin with a triple, and the Spoilers are on a run. They were down by 5 at the quarter break, and they got it to the first tie of the game on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsborough offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsborough to learn more about rebates or visit BrightEnergySolutions.com.
Timeout's brought to you in part by Bank North. At Bank North, they help their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great communities that they serve. They're more than just a bank. They're a community partner. To find a branch near you, visit ibanknorth.com or scan that QR code on screen. That is ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So Wahpeton could have possibly went up by 10 with the made field goal. They're up by 8, and since that point, it's been all Grafton. As the Huskies give it to King, right-handed side now goes back to the right wing to Gilbertson, to Kubala. Kubala, right-handed side, as this will be a turnover. Reggie Rice the other side of the floor. Rice, double, leaves it left-handed side to Baldwin. Baldwin at the free throw line gives it to Hansen. Hansen, couple of dribbles. inside to Droog, leaves it to Villarreal. Villarreal, 17-footer on the way, got it to go. He's got 12, and the Grafton Spoilers, for the first time this afternoon, have a lead on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Now it's Wahpeton. What will they do, trailing by 2? Kubala bounce pass King. King, here comes a soft double. Kubala back up top now to Mauk, who's playing with those 2 personal fouls. Trayton making his way left-handed side. Cooper, deep 3 from the parking lot. It was halfway down, and a rebound comes out to Rice, his second. Reggie Rice, right-handed side, will handle it there with Hansen. Hansen looking for a teammate, finds one to Kubala. Here comes the double, and Cooper gets the steal. Osterman came and hedged, and the Spoilers with 7 turnovers. The Huskies with 7 turnovers, and that's a category for both Coach Lilimone and Coach Ralph they're not going to like. But it's the Huskies with a quick substitution as Steffens will come back to the floor, and joining him from Grafton will be Brody Lilimone. Without question, looking at what the state tournament will provide, we'll find out later this weekend, and more than likely tonight again what that state tournament will feature in terms of seed lines. But Kindred has to be the undisputed number 1 at a perfect 23-0 on the season. Here's a shot fake. Cooper, count it, got it good. Posterman now with 6 points. Foul will be on Hansen, his first, team's first of the quarter, and it's her second tie of the contest. As Klosterman will look to convert the 3-point opportunity. Free throw attempt is up and in, and going back to the seeds again, you got to feel like Grafton's probably the undisputed, Kindred's the undisputed 1. Devils Lake put their hat in the ring for number 2. And these Grafton Spoilers probably a top 3, top 4. This one gets thrown away. The other side of the floor, Wahpeton off the window, can't get it. Steffens, putback spin, block shot, but there's a foul here on Grafton. That's Reggie Rice, his first, team second. After the steal there by Gilbertson, able to get the rebound with Steffens, and Braden will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. But if the Wahpeton Huskies are able to defeat Grafton here today, where does Wahpeton end up? 16-8 on the season. And teams that have made it to the state tournament so far on the A side of Kindred, Devils Lake, DLB, and Shiloh. 3 of the 4 with 21-plus wins on the season. Shiloh at 18-6, and it will be a coach's vote. If you go by the media side, you'd say Kindred's the 1, Devils Lake the 2 with Grafton the 3, intertwining, but give the region champ the benefit. And then from there, we'll see if the Beulah Miners possibly could round it out in B4, barring the outcomes again of what happens today. Steffens hits the free throw attempt, goes 1 of 2, but if you're Wahpeton anyway, you might be a 4 or 5 seed potentially going into that state tournament. This one goes now to right-handed side to Baldwin. Huskies lead it by 2. Coming up, we'll get to our Ryan Opdahl halftime report. Take a look at the first half numbers and keep you apprised of what's going on across a busy day in North Dakota. This will go nice little triangle offense. Open, Hansen, 3, got it to go. Ryan Hansen with the first field goal of his night, and the Spoilers lead it by 1. Steffens, right-handed side, crossing over inside the paint, lost it. Villarreal gets the steal. Juan looking to go coast to coast off the window, good for 2. Juan now with 14 of Grafton's 24 points on the night. And for the Huskies, Steffens here at the top of the key. Largest deficit of the game for Wahpeton at 3. King on the inside. King up top, Steffens to tie. Rainbow three-pointer, can't get it to go. And a board coming down to Kyler, his 6th of the contest. Grafton wants to boogie. Hansen looking for it on the near sideline. Finds a cutting teammate banging his way. This one will go now to Lilimone. Lilimone on the baseline jumper, gets the shooter's roll to go. Extra pass from Drew to Lilimone allows Brody to get in the scoring column. And here's why Grafton is averaging 76 points per game. Transition and also points off turnovers and a one and done. King, right-handed side, Huskies with Kubala. Kubala, left wing to Gilbertson. Gilbertson crossing over. Gilbertson got his man up in the air. That's how you use a shot fake. The 8th grader's got a bag of tricks in his back pocket, and he got Lilimone up in the air and finishes with a soft little kiss on a Saturday afternoon. Baldwin, right-handed side, Villarreal. Juan left of the key, three-pointer off the iron. Good board on the inside by Klosterman. He'll get his first of the game. For the Wahpeton Huskies with Steffens front court here. Steffens making his way, and there's a foul on the floor. Grafton had 2 to give before we get to our halftime report. Foul will be assessed on the Grafton Spoilers. This will be on Braylon Baldwin, his first, the team's third, as the Huskies will inbound the basketball. Wahpeton on the inbounds, finds it to King, now to Klosterman. King crossing over, making his way inside the paint. Block shot from Grafton. Good left to right move from 133. That's King, but the other 33, Kyler Drug, was able to bat that one out of bounds on the baseline. Huskies on the inbounds here with Steffens. Steffens pops it past to Kubala. Kubala has some time. He'll shoot, and Kubala's shot will go long. Rebound coming down here to Baldwin. And so for the transition game here for the Spoilers, they want to get out and run. Baldwin up top to Villarreal. Villarreal looking for the pass to Drew. Ball gets deflected, but kept away. Top of the key. Here goes Baldwin. Baldwin right down Main Street. Right-handed shot. Can't get it to go. Cooper gets the rebound. Huskies with a chance for a 2-for-1 if they want. Wahpeton trails it by 3. At the quarter break, it was 12-7 Huskies, but right now the Spoilers lead it by a possession. Gilbertson to King. King looking to it on the interior. Nothing is there. Now to Kubala. Kubala with 13 seconds on the shot clock as Steffens comes up and handles the basketball, and Jeff Ralph calls out the offense. Pick and roll's coming here. Pick and pop potentially. Steffens looking, probing, gets the shot off the window. Can't get it to go. Rebound loose, and who is it off of? And it will be Spoiler basketball. Everybody just held their breath across the way to see if it was Grafton that would have their mitts on it, or would it be the Huskies have a second chance to beat the intermission horn. Baldwin in the front court. Game clock to 12 seconds and counting, guarded by Steffens. The Huskies with fouls to give. They have 0 so far in the quarter, but Villarreal goes right to the paint off the window for 2. Huskies with 2 seconds. Gilbertson good to beat the horn if he can get it there, but unable to do so, and that's how we'll end our first half of play. The Grafton Spoilers are the 21-point second quarter. The Huskies with 11. It's Grafton leading by 5 on your liveevent.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent, at 701-436-5777, or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
North Dakota Veterans Home has been there for our veterans. We provide housing, we provide meals, we work with mental health.
Everything that we do here is related to technology in some way. If the network goes down, we cannot work. We're here to serve our residents. They served for us, and so we're here to take care of them now and serve them. And ReadyTech helps us do that.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Halftime show brought to you in part by Ryan Opdahl Agency with Farmers Union in Hillsboro. Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union in Hillsboro, home, auto, business, life, farm insurance. Visit the agency downtown Hillsboro or call 701-436-5777. That's 701-436-5777. Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you here from the Shield Center. Taking a look at the first half numbers. The Grafton Spoilers, 7 points in the first quarter. From there, they had 21 in the second. For Wahpeton, 12 points in the first quarter and 11 points in the second. Team numbers, Grafton 8 turnovers, 5 players in the scoring column. They've hit 5 of 5 from the free throw line all in the first quarter. 3 threes coming all in the second quarter with 12 rebounds here for Grafton. For the Wahpeton Huskies, 8 turnovers as well. 5 players in the scoring column. They've had 13 rebounds, 2 3-pointers, and they're currently 3 of 5 from the free throw line. For Grafton, Juan Villarreal, 16 points. So far, he's had 6 field goals, a made 3, and is 3 of 3 from the free throw line as well for Juan. 5 points for Braylon Baldwin with a triple and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 3 points for Ryan Hansen, 2 points for Brody Lillimone, and 2 points for Kyler Droog, but Droog also has 6 rebounds. Again, the Grafton Spoilers led by the 16 of Juan Villarreal. Then from there it goes to the 5 points of Baldwin. From the Wahpeton Huskies, 7 points of Cooper Klosterman with a made 3-pointer. He's 2 of 3 from the free throw line. 6 points for Jaden King with 3 rebounds. 5 points for Braden Steffens. 3 points for Landon Ralph. And then Jack Gilbertson has 2 points as well. At the half, it's the Grafton Spoilers up by 5. We'll take a quick break and we come back after this. Let you know if other games going on later tonight here from the Shield Center. What's going on in Bismarck and in Newtown. It's the state qualifiers, Division A, here on your liveevent.com.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, personal protections, and so much more. Our surface agents answer the phone with a kind of speed and detail that even the Secret Service would envy. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Halftime show continues here on yourliveevent.com, brought to you in part by Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsborough, Home Auto Business, Life Farm Insurance. Again, visit the agency downtown in Hillsborough. Call Ryan as you see it on screen, 701-436-5777. Other games going on across the way of state of North Dakota here today. Again, state qualifiers, Stanley and Killdeer from Newtown, and also Beulah and Bottineau in Division A. We will have Thompson and Valley City here at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Division B out west, Garrison and Ouray Deemers with Bishop Bryan and Washburn out in Newtown. We'll have these games later today on yourliveevent.com. Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, and New Rockford, Cheyenne at 5 o'clock at 7. It'll be North Border and Edgeley, Colum, Palier. And in Double A out in Bismarck, some of the scores that have gone final. Fifth place on the boys' side goes to Bismarck High with a 9-point win over Century. And then you have West Fargo Horace, first time making it to state. They take fifth as they defeat Bismarck Legacy 66-59. So again, we will keep you apprised of all the scores across the way once they become final here on your yourliveevent.com. For the Wahpeton Huskies, again led by the 7 points of Cooper Klosterman, while for the Grafton Spoilers, a 13-point quarter for Juan Villarreal. He's got 16 in the game, and it's the Wahpeton Huskies trailing it by 5 against the Grafton Spoilers. Second half action is coming up next, where Grafton will start with the basketball. We're return here from the Shield Center.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy. The Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 21st at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. New exciting genetics, 65 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls, 20 elite registered heifers, and 5 replacement bred heifers. The sale broadcast on DV Auction. Request a catalog today. Email gjrangus@feltontel.net or call 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus and Partners, Rivers Edge Cattle Company, Prairie Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 21st. Visit jacobsonredangus.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Lamore Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Check out their latest selection of Milwaukee tools, from M18 fuel impact wrenches, new cordless 70K BTU heaters, chainsaws, and more. There's over 250 Milwaukee tools to choose from. Plus, browse their sweet pickings section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. Lamore Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more info on all the services Lamore Hardware offers, go online to lamorehardware.com.
High school basketball here today on yourliveevent.com. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. Again, it's game number 1 of 4 today here from the Shield Center. We will have you covered, and make sure you patronize all of our sponsors who are allowing us to bring you these basketball games. The Grafton Spoilers in their maroon uniforms, the Wahpeton Huskies in their white. Second half underway here inside the Shield Center in a game that's gone 37 minutes from the top of the hour. Baldwin, left-handed side. Both teams have gone exclusively man pressure defense, as Klosterman will get called for the foul here, coming out and trying to hedge. Cooper will pick up his first, team's first of the third quarter. And it's the Grafton Spoilers that'll handle rock. It was a great start for Wahpeton, a 9-0 run for the Huskies. But then Grafton, again, with a 21-11 second quarter, has flipped the script, and it's the Spoilers who lead it here by 5, trying to add to their largest lead of the game with a made field goal. Right-hand side, Sivney gives it now to Baldwin. Partially blocked shot on the way. It will be tipped, and it will stay Grafton Spoiler basketball. Baldwin with Villarreal. You have Hansen, Rice, and Drug. Hansen and Sivney and Drug. The original is 25 here for Grafton. Villarreal leaves it right-handed side to Baldwin. Now to Hansen. Hansen taking a couple of dribbles on the interior. Drug. Nice little triangle offense. Sivney, ball doesn't stick too much with these Spoilers. Villarreal looking to get the shot off. Can't now to Hansen. Shot clock making its way to 5. Villarreal with 4. Villarreal looking to spin. Villarreal with 2 off the window. Can't get it to go. Rebound eventually won, though, by Drug, his 7th of the game. Top of the key. Baldwin will shoot the 3. That'll go long, and Steffens corrals his 3rd rebound. Steffens in the front court with Mauk. Steffens going to spin. Finds it to Klosterman. Gives it back now. Hanging. Mauk shot no. Rebound comes down to Drug, his 8th of the game. Also on the floor is King, and will have a foul on Steffens. And Kubala, the original 5 here for the Huskies, starting this second half. Steffens picks up the foul, his first. Team second here in the third quarter. Tough one there for Mauk, as he was trying to go through some contact there with Drug. But again, if you don't go straight up from an offensive perspective, unless it is all body, and I mean all body, the officials will not give you that call. Droog will go to the baseline here, kick it right-hand side now to Baldwin. Baldwin, couple hard dribbles inside the paint, and he gets tripped up, and it's eventually loose, and the arrow will make its way towards the Wahpeton Huskies. Grafton Spoilers and the Wahpeton Huskies. Make sure you stay into our post-game show. Coming up there, we'll take a look at the final numbers in this one. We'll hear from a victorious player, possibly the coach. That and more still to come once we get there a little bit later on as well. King, right wing, gives it now to Trenton Mauk. Mauk left-handed side to Kubala, on the interior to King, and there's a turnover. Spoilers, this is where their bread was buttered in the second quarter. Hansen left wing three. That'll go long, and we'll see a foul here with Mauk, and Trenton will pick up the foul. That'll be his third and the team's third of the quarter. Something the Spoilers did awfully well in the second quarter, again, was get up in transition immediately following a miss, turnover, anything, and trying to get in front of that Wahpeton defense. Hansen will utilize it here to the right-hand side to Sivney. Now back to Hansen. Ball gets skipped to the aforementioned Sivney. Sivney thought about a three. Up top now to Hansen. Hansen, couple hard dribbles, looking for a teammate. Finds one. Sivney's pass goes across on the baseline out of bounds, and it will be off of Wahpeton. So Brody Lillimon will check back into the game. And for Grafton, this is a carbon copy of the first quarter where they couldn't score until the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. Well, for Wahpeton in that first quarter, they open up on a 9-0 run. But so far, neither team has scored here in the second half until a nice little baby hook there for Kyler Drew. He's got 4, and the Grafton Spoilers with their largest lead of the game at 7. Huskies up top, as this one will go to the right-hand side to Kubala. Kubala finds it to King. King with the dribble back to Kubala. Kubala taking the screen, hops in, leaves it left-handed side to Mauk. Mauk to Cooper, he'll rise, Klosterman shot no, rebound here on the inside goes to Kyler Droog, his 9th of the game. Other side of the floor, oh, what a pass, that's how you go. Villarreal up the floor to Hansen, and the Spoilers are running here in this third quarter. Full timeout on the floor, largest lead for Grafton. 5:17 left in the third quarter here on yourliveevent.com.
Are you dreaming of building or remodeling your dream home? This is Sonia from the Lighting Gallery, and we can help you from the time you start that dream to the time that your last fixture is hung in your room. We can come out to your house and do an in-home lighting design, picking out fixtures, working within your budget, working within your style, and putting together a full lighting package for you that makes your house feel like a home. If you're building, you're remodeling, visit us at the Lighting Gallery, located at 3622 South Washington Street in Grand Forks.
Time on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping customers achieve their financial goals. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Since it was tied at 19 apiece, it's been Grafton on a 13-4 run since the 3:41 mark of the second quarter. As Grafton, since they have taken the lead, they have not relinquished it. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. Game 1 of 3 still to come again at 3 o'clock on the A side. It'll be Valley City and Thompson. 5 o'clock, you'll get to the B side with Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion squaring off with New Rockford, Cheyenne. Then the nightcap, North Border, and Angelique Cullum, Montpelier. All those games again here on yourliveevent.com. Klosterman, right-handed side. This one will go now to Gilbertson. Back to Cooper. Near sideline is Steffens. Steffens, 16 seconds on the shot clock to Kubala. Kubala, a couple hard drives. Bounce pass, right-handed side, Gilbertson. Gilbertson gives it to Kubala. He'll shoot right wing 3. Got it! Bjorn Kubala with his first triple of the contest and a much-needed bucket there for Wahpeton to get back within 2 possessions. Ball screen coming. Baldwin, left-handed side. Baldwin utilize it back up top as this one will go to Lillimon. Lillimon with the scoop and score. Brody Lillimon with the extension of the right hand for 2. Steffens, little shake and bake to the baseline. There will be a foul on the floor, and Baldwin will pick up the foul. Foul will be on Braylon, his second, team's first of the third quarter. Spoilers with 4 timeouts remaining, 1 foul. Huskies with 3 timeouts remaining, 3 fouls so far here in the third. Up top goes to Gilbertson. Gilbertson, hard dribble on the interior, and there's going to be a block shot, but we'll have a tie-up, and the arrow make its way towards Grafton. Our officials here in this one, Kevin Sundry with Todd Rowe and Mike Lean, our 3-man weave on the official side. Huskies will make a substitution with Trenton Mauk into the game as they'll make a substitution as King will check out. So for the Huskies, They're going to go more to a guard-oriented lineup with a 4 out and the 1 being Cooper. So from just a size perspective, Grafton will have some mismatches here offensively. We'll see if they can exploit them. Baldwin right at the key, bounce pass. Here goes to Drew, kick left-handed side. Villarreal right to the paint, off the window, count it! Juan with 18 points on the night. Quick offense here for the Spoilers. Foul will be on the Huskies. Gilbertson picks up the foul, his first, team's fourth, and I tell you what, since the first quarter ended, where the Spoilers just had 1 field goal, they had 7 points in total. The ball has not stuck since then here for Grafton in the second and for the majority of this third. Getting good looks, giving up a good shot for a great shot. And the first time today, the Grafton Spoilers lead it by double digits. Steffens here, top of the key, crossing over, rising from 17. Off the front iron, rebound to Kubala. He's got his 10th board of the game. Other side of the floor goes Baldwin. Baldwin with a full head of steam. Right-handed side, Hansen. Hansen makes his way free throw line kick. Lillemon left wing 3 on the way. That'll go long, but Kubala gets another offensive rebound. Spoilers working with it. Hansen open, left pocket 3. That'll go long, and trying to get it here will be Mauk now for Wahpeton. Other side of the floor. Gilbertson jumper, 13-footer. Teardropper can't get it to go on a board to the Spoilers here with Hansen. Grafton looking for a knockout punch here with 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter, while the Huskies looking for a stop, a score, and something positive to happen their way. This will go to Lillemon. Lillemon slips it to Drew. There's a turnover. Gilbertson will come up with it. Second turnover of the game here in the half for the Spoilers. They got 10 in the contest. Steffens sees it here in the top of the key for the Huskies. Wahpeton sets up the offense. Finds it. Closer man. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Right-handed side of Mauk. Trayton looking for a teammate. Finds one to Gilbertson. Now to Steffens. Steffens jumper. Right wing 3. Got it to go. Braden Steffens with a much-needed field goal for the Huskies. They cut that deficit back to single digits. Other side goes Baldwin. Baldwin reverse pivots left wing. Baldwin left-handed side of Villarreal. Now on the interior. This will go to Drew. Right-handed side of Hansen to the baseline. Lillemon right pocket 3. Shot no. Rebound though for Mauk. Trenton Mauk gets his 4th board of the contest. Mauk the other side of the floor. Bounce pass. Thought that it was more Steffens. Not Villarreal behind him. Villarreal gets the steal here for the Spoilers. Quickly pushes to Hansen. Left-handed side. Baldwin behind the back to Lillemon. Lillemon on the baseline throwing it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound though for Drew. Kick out. Here's a 3 for Juan. Can't get it. It's still loose. Eventually won by the Huskies. Trent Mauk with another rebound as the Huskies a quality offensive possession away from making it a 2-possession contest. Mauk on the near sideline here for Wahpeton. Wahpeton in their whites. Gives it up top. Kubala. Kubala, 3-pointer coming. That'll be off the mark. Rebound out of bounds, and it will be Spoiler basketball. 1:32 remaining here in the third quarter. Substitution on the floor will be Reggie Rice into the game. On the opposite side for the Wahpeton Huskies, they will make a substitution as Jaden King will check in here for Wahpeton. Grafton Spoilers with Baldwin here in the front court. Baldwin to the baseline here, Grafton. Baldwin will utilize it on the baseline. That'll go to Rice, now to Hansen. Hansen back up top. Rice will shoot a top of the key 3-pointer short. Rebound, though, will come to Baldwin. Kick Villarreal. He'll shoot the right wing. Baseline 3. Can't get it. And we'll see a board here for Kubala. And a foul here on Grafton. Hansen will pick up his second, team's second. And right now for Grafton, quality looks that are just not falling. While on the opposite side, if you're Wahpeton, you've withstood some onslaught here from Grafton. Now can you put some things together offensively here to get a little run in your own right to close out the third quarter? Ralph gives it now to Kubala. Swings it near sideline. Gilbertson coming on that flex is Landon. Ralph, a couple hard dribbles, spin his way on Hansen. Good D by Hansen. Back cut on the way, stolen away by Reggie Rice. Rice, bounce pass, Villarreal inside the paint off the window. Scoop for 2. Juan now with 21 to lead the floor here for the Spoilers. Grafton largest lead the game at 11. They're one off that right now, and the Huskies will utilize it here with Steffens. Steffens, right-handed side to Kubala. to the baseline now to King. King making his way. There's a block shot. Kubala goes to the other side of the floor. Huskies want a foul. Nothing granted. Grafton left-handed side. Villarreal looking for a teammate. There's a skip to Hansen on the baseline. Hansen to the paint. Kick Villarreal. Extra pass Baldwin. Baldwin rainbow three off the mark, and we'll see a foul here, and this foul will be on the Grafton Spoilers. Foul will be on Grafton. Foul will be on Kyler. Drew will pick up his first, team's third, and with 8.4 seconds left in the third quarter, Huskies could potentially have the final shot here of the third. Steffens in the front court. Steffens with 4, gives it to Kubala. Kubala, deep three-pointer off the iron. Rebound comes down to Grafton, and that's how we'll end our third quarter play. So Spoilers up by 10 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Do you want that new boat? Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, president at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsborough location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Wahpeton with just 2 field goals there in the third quarter. A 3 for Kubala, a 3 by Steffens, and that was it. Well, for the Grafton Spoilers, they had 5 field goals all inside the three-point line, and a free throw for Villarreal. He's got 21 to lead the floor here, and Grafton leads it by 10 as we go to the fourth quarter play here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes here inside the Shield Center. Left-handed side with the basketball is Kubala. Kubala finds it now to Steffens. Steffens here between the circles, 8 minutes away from one of these teams, heading just about 500 feet north of here to the Fargo Dome on Thursday. Maybe a little bit farther than that. Regardless, they share the same parking lot. Grafton will pick up the foul. Reggie Rice will pick up his second, team's first. Least amount of points this season for the Huskies, 44 against the Kindred Vikings and Valley City Highlanders. Well, the least amount of points this season on the opposite side for Grafton a couple nights ago against Thompson in the Region 2 semifinals, where they were limited to 57. Huskies, this is the style of game they kind of needed against this Spoiler team. Low scoring three-pointer. Steffens can't get it, and Grafton will see a foul going the other way. Foul will be on Landon Ralph, his second, team's first, after a board by Rice, his third of the game. And all of a sudden you kind of look up now, and where it's been tough for Wahpeton to score, how much is too much to come back from. And for Grafton, they got up and down the floor, and that's what made them get into this particular lead, as Klosterman will check in for the Spoilers. We'll see what they can do offensively here on their first possession of the fourth quarter. Baldwin probing, taking a couple of dribbles, goes down to a knee, and then a turnover. Kubala will come up with it. Both teams in double digits with turnovers here this afternoon. Steffens, left wing, crossing over. Steffens making his way, and there will be a jump ball in the arrow. Will head towards Grafton. Juan Villarreal and Steffens tied up with it, and it will be Spoiler basketball. These are the small things from the Wahpeton perspective that they can ill afford to have moving forward, down by 10 as we're under 7 minutes to play. Our points have been hard to come by for the Huskies. They've scored 17 points between the second and the third quarter after scoring 12 in the first. Spoilers will give it now to Hansen. Hansen, right-handed side, as this one will go to Baldwin. Baldwin goes back down to a knee. This will go to Rice. Rice spinning, looking, step through, extra pass now. This will go to Baldwin. Jumper on the way. Patient offense, got the reversal, and Baldwin now has 7. Grafton up by 12. Their largest lead of the contest at 41-29. Huskies with Steffens. That's kind of been the answer so far today, but can someone else get going here offensively? Steffens Has to go to Kubala, back to the top to Cooper. Klosterman gives it to Steffens inside the paint, and Braden got that one to go. A timeout here on the floor for Jeff Ralph. 6:04 remaining here in the fourth quarter on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Huskies trailing it by 10.
The North Border Eagle Sports Boosters mission is to cultivate an environment that inspires students, athletes, coaches, parents, and communities to collectively create a positive and spirited atmosphere for all athletic programs. Search for North Border Eagle Sports Boosters on Facebook if you'd like to become a member or for more information today. The North Border Eagle Sports Boosters wishes the Eagles the best of luck in the tournament.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhbanknd.com. The Grafton Spoilers, 5 state titles in program history, beating Wahpeton in one of them back in 1935. 29-25 was the final back in 35. The Wahpeton Huskies, 4 state titles in program history. Most recently made it to state in 2019. Grafton most recently made it to state in 2022 on the B side. Spoilers, left-handed side are probing there with Baldwin. Leaves it left-handed side now. This will go to Rice. Back up top, but it's thrown away by Trayton Mount. Mount trying to go coast to coast. Right-handed scoop shot, good for 2. Trayton Mount could be a difference maker. The 5'10 junior guard been playing with foul trouble for most of the game. That's his first field goal or points here of the contest. Grafton with Baldwin here. Huskies back with an 8. Klosterman comes out on the hedge. There's a double and eventually a timeout before the jump ball. Riley Lillimon for the Grafton Spoilers saves the possession as the Huskies sprung a trap, but the Spoilers will stay with it here on your live event.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
See your local Farmers Union Insurance agent, Jennifer Worley in Cavalier.
That was close on saving the possession for Riley Lillimon by about a half second. Otherwise, it would have been a jump ball and a turnover. So the Huskies ramping up the defense here, trailing it by 8. Grafton with 1 foul for the Huskies. They also have 1 here in the fourth quarter. Grafton with it, top of the key. They lean it left-handed side to Villarreal. Now the right wing. This will go to Hansen. Hansen, couple hard dribbles to the paint. Lost it on his way up, and it'll be off of Wahpeton. Grafton Spoilers averaging 76 points per game. They're going to be well underneath that here in this one, but they are up by 8. Coming up that staggered as Hansen skips it. Here's a rising three-pointer for Rice. Can't get it to go. And a box out here for the Huskies with Trayton Mount, his 6th of the game. His 6th board. Now to Steffens. Huskies with a quality possession here, trying to make it a 2-possession game. This one goes to King. King keeps it. King going to the paint, and we'll see a foul here on Grafton. Kyler Drug will pick up the foul, his 2nd. That'll be the team's 2nd. And for the Huskies, 2 free throws upcoming here for Jaden King. Taking a look at the seniors here of this one. Both teams with a handful of them as King will head to the free throw line. First free throw attempt on the way is short. Grafton, David Perez with Braylon Baldwin. You have Villarreal with Ryan Hansen. Gavin Sivney also there in Abram. They're seniors for the Wahpeton Huskies. King splashes in the 2nd. Noah Burgee with Nicholas Langenwalter, Jaden King, Cooper Klosterman, and Matt Cummings here for the Wahpeton Huskies. Grafton up by 7. Left-handed side with the basketball. Baldwin trying to get out of a double team. Does. Finds it on the inside of Drew. Spinning shot was halfway down. Can't get it to go on a rebound to Kubala. His 3rd. Grafton might feel like the basketball is jinxed. They've had good looks. Just can't get it to find the bottom of the hole here consistently this afternoon. Bounce pass. King will see it here. Huskies with King making his way inside. It's a loose ball. Eventually Baldwin gets the steal. Baldwin comes up with a steal. Other side of the floor goes Hansen. Hansen looking for a teammate. This one gets tapped out of bounds, and it will be last touched off the Grafton Spoilers. Spoilers with just 2 points here in the quarter. That's a Baldwin made field goal. Well, for the Wahpeton Huskies, they got 5. Wahpeton trailed it 39-29 going into the fourth quarter. They've cut into that deficit. Ball will go up top to Trenton Mauk. Mauk, couple hard dribbles. Mauk to the paint, off the window, no. Rebound eventually won here by Kyler Droog, his 14th of the game. Villarreal, the other side of the floor, a little shake and bake. Juan makes his way to the top here. Reverses it now to Baldwin. And those empty possessions for Wahpeton not on their side as the clock is under 4 minutes. Droog spinning off the window for two. Kyler now with 6 points and 14 rebounds. Braden Steffens taking the ball screen. Steffens, right-handed side. Three-pointer on the way for the Huskies. Can't get it to go for Trenton Mauk, and guess who? Droog with another board. Grafton with Baldwin, left-handed side. Baldwin making his way off the window and nearly got the end one. Baldwin, the 5'11 senior guard, to the free throw line to shoot two. Foul will be on Trenton Mauk, his fourth, team's second of the contest. For those of you that have just joined us, Wahpeton opened the game on a 9-0 run in the first quarter. Grafton's first points of anything came at the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. Spoilers with a awfully good second, outscoring the Huskies by 10. Outscored the Huskies by 5 in the third, and right now the Spoilers' free throw attempt is up, and it's good for Baldwin. Able to split the pair, but it's back to a 10-point lead here for Grafton. Brandon Steffens near sideline. Huskies leave it left-handed side to King. King gives it back up top here. Klosterman right-handed side for Wahpeton. Flex cut coming for King. King spinning, finds it. Extra pass now to Steffens. Steffens to Kubala. Kubala, couple hard dribbles, bounce pass to King. Nice find on the flex cut, but can't get the ball to go in the hoop as Hansen gets the rebound. Hansen splits a pair of Huskies, and now all of a sudden it was Wahpeton going. Quality look, just unable to finish. Nice move by Baldwin inside the paint, can't get it to go. Rebound to Steffens. And the Husky faithful chanting goes. Steffens making his way. Offensive foul. Steffens will pick up his second, team's third. Good D by Baldwin, hustling back and getting in front of Steffens, and that'll be a foul here on the Huskies. Spoilers will have to go through this full court pressure defense. Next jump ball will favor Wahpeton. Grafton with 3 timeouts remaining, 2 fouls, while on the opposite side it's Wahpeton with 3 fouls and 2 timeouts remaining, as Jeff Ralph will come out here with that extra little bit of a timeout here after he gets the towel to make sure everything is good on the floor. We'll break as well. 2:31 remaining here in the fourth quarter. It's the Wahpeton Huskies down by 10 against the Grafton Spoilers.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Still to come, we'll get to our post-game show, get to our Hulsta Telephone Company post-game connection, our player of the game brought to you in part by Enbridge Energy. You will hear from some of the victorious players and more, so make sure you stay tuned to our post-game show here on YourLiveEvent.com. Grafton 44, Wahpeton 34 with 2:31 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The difference, the 21 points by Juan Villarreal, but also the 15 rebounds by Kyler Droog. They've kind of been the 1A and 1B. Juan scoring and Kyler getting a lot of the defensive rebounds here for the Grafton Spoilers. For the Wahpeton Huskies, Braden Steffens with 10 points, the 7 for Klosterman and 7 for King as well. Wahpeton down by 10 will have to chase the game moving forward, looking for traps and everything you can think of here against this Spoiler team. Baldwin gives it now to Hansen. Hansen taking a couple dribbles inside the paint now to Baldwin. Baldwin attacking the paint, and he lost it on the way up. Eventually will come down here with Kubala, and the Huskies go to the other side of the floor. Mauk to Steffens. Steffens, top of the key, leaves it now to King. King spin his way. Block shot by Droog, as this one will go now to Cooper. Cooper lost it for a moment. Eventually will be a steal, and the Grafton Spoilers will come up with it with Baldwin. Baldwin will get a foul. Kubala will pick up his second. That'll be the team's fourth, and the Spoilers will head to the free throw line here with Braylon Baldwin. And actually, excuse me, they're going to call that one on Trenton Mauk. So, pardon me, that one will be on Mauk from my vantage point. Look to be on Kubala. Trenton Mauk, the 5'10 junior guard, will check out. 2 points, 6 rebounds, but he had to play with foul trouble from the onslaught. Picked up 2 early fouls in the first quarter. Unable to really get into the flow of the game, if you will, as the free throw attempt by Braylon Baldwin is up and in. Baldwin now has 9, and for the Grafton Spoilers, up by 11. Free throw attempt number 2 is up and good as well. So Baldwin goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Huskies the other side of the floor now with Steffens, and it's down by 12. Wahpeton with Steffens, crossing over. Steffens inside the paint to King. King driving kick. This one goes to Gilbertson. Extra pass now to Kubala. Kubala inside left-handed shot, got it in for 2. So Bjorn Kubala, the 6-foot junior, he's got 5. Huskies will continue to handle this full-court pressure defense, throwing at the Spoilers offense. Grafton up and over. Hansen gives the pass now as this will go to Lillimon, back to Hansen, and the Spoilers can milk up some clock here as it's not the ally of Wahpeton. If Wahpeton doesn't foul to try to extend the game, Lillimon, right-handed side. Spoilers back up top to Villarreal. With it, Grafton making their way. Jumper, shot up, and shot will be off the mark. Bohr coming down to King, and a foul here on Kyler. Droog will pick up the foul, his third, team's third. As for the Grafton Spoilers, they are currently 62 seconds away from heading to state unless Wahpeton can make a valiant comeback. Gilbertson, right pocket 3, that'll go long. Rebound here to Grafton to Hansen, his 4th of the game. Hansen, the near sideline now to Baldwin. Baldwin right at the key. There's a foul here on Wahpeton. Gilbertson will pick it up, his 2nd and the team's 4th. And for the Grafton Spoilers, they'll be heading to the free throw line to shoot 2 with Baldwin. Braylon so far in the game, 5 of 6 from the free throw line here for Grafton. He shot the majority of the free throws this afternoon for the Spoilers. So far for the Spoilers, they are 9 of 10 from the free throw line. As Langenwalter will check in for the Huskies, taking a couple of guys out with Gilbertson, also with Kubala. Wahpeton getting Matt Cummings, the 6'3 senior, into the contest. Wahpeton also will bring on Noah Burgee here, the 6'1 senior. As coming out of the game will be Brandon Steffens, the 5'10 sophomore. So some of the seniors getting a final run here for head coach Jeff Ralph. Free throw attempt number 2 is up and in for Baldwin. So Baldwin goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line. The Huskies will bring in the front court here with Noah Burgee up top now to Cooper. Klosterman will handle it here. Klosterman spinning. Shot up and shot is off. Rebound now to Kyler, his 16th board of the contest. For the Spoilers, Baldwin utilizes that dribble in the front court. Grafton will make a timeout and be a timeout substitution to get some fresh bodies in the game. For the Wahpeton Huskies, they will finish 16-9 on the year. While for the Grafton Spoilers, they will improve to 20-4. And Region 2 will get their 2nd team to a state tournament as well. The Spoilers will be making it to state for the 10th time in program history, the first since 2022, as and some more substitutions coming out. Jaden King getting a nice round of applause from the Wahpeton faithful here, alongside with Cooper Klosterman, a couple of seniors, playing their final game for head coach Jeff Ralph. While for the Grafton Spoilers, David Perez, the 5'5 senior, in the contest. Perez now gives it to Rodriguez, the 5'9 junior. 18 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. Perez, ball screen coming. Looking for it, right-handed side. That'll go to Sivney. Gavin lost it out of bounds and a turnover here on Grafton. Coming up, we'll get to our post-game show. There won't be a plaque to present, but there will be some team photos to allow the parents to come on out and enjoy this victory a little bit here for the Grafton Spoilers, as this one will go the other side and be a turnover here on Wahpeton, their 13th of the contest. While for the Grafton Spoilers, again, they will pick up the victory, a hard-fought one, trailing it down by 5 after 1 quarter. And then once they built the lead after they was tied at 19 apiece, the Grafton Spoilers led for the majority of the rest of the game. The Grafton Spoilers, for the 10th time in program history, are heading to the state tournament with a 48-36 victory here in this one. It's a season low in scoring for both teams, for Wahpeton and Grafton, but in a defensive grinder, the Grafton Spoilers are making their way to the state tournament. Again, Grafton picks up the victory 48-36 as these respective teams will be making their way off the bench. We will come back on our post-game show after this.
Red River Valley Speedway.
Runs May through August. For more details, visit redrivervalleyspeedway.com.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
As we come back now on our post-game show, join us courtside. Here is Skylar Drew. We had you down for 16 big rebounds. Skylar, let's just talk about the defensive effort you had against the Wahpeton Huskies. Wahpeton scores the first 9 points of the game. You're able to finally see a field goal go in, get to the free throw line. Second quarter, you got the offense going. But what did you like best defensively here from the opening tap to the final horn here in this one?
Well, defensively, I would say we really worked hard, and we definitely helped each other a lot. Just making plays and getting steals and getting buckets.
Talk about Juan's performance there in the second quarter. He had 6 field goals, had in this particular game 21 points to lead the floor. What'd you like from a senior leader there in Juan?
He was definitely working hard out there. He knew his season was on the line from a senior, and he went out there to play.
What does it mean for this group, Grafton Spoilers, to get the 20th win on the season, but more importantly, to be making their way, about a half mile north of us here to the Fargo Dome coming up on Thursday?
It means a lot for us. We worked hard all season from the start of the season. Not many people believed in us, and we worked hard all season, and we got the job done.
Just go over the backcourt play a little bit here, Kyler, with Braylon and Ryan and company, Reggie Brody coming off the bench, Abraham as well. What is it? How has this group just continued to gel and get better and better and better throughout the season? What's a trait or characteristic that you like most about the team? 1 through 7, 1 through 9 that kind of come into the game.
Yeah. Well, our team, we really work well together. We play well together as a team, and that shows out there. You can see how well we work together and play hard.
Kyler, congratulations on the win. Best of luck moving forward for another week of basketball.
Thank you.
We'll continue after this, and we'll hear from the head coach.
Ahead of schedule, the 620 has landed. The new versatile 620 tractor is now on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. Talk to Chuck and wheel and deal. This is at 2023 pricing, big discounts, huge savings. Make your purchase now. Save thousands of dollars on the new versatile 620 tractor. It's on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment. You can check it out today. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. Get the deal done on this new versatile 620.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Join us here from the Grafton Spoilers, part of our post-game show. Our interview is brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. With us now, Riley Littlemone here for Grafton. Riley, let's first things first talk about Kyler. I mean, he was just a man amongst men there on the inside, kind of when you needed it. 16 rebounds, a lot of defensive boards that led into transition plays. What did you like best about his performance, whether it was offensively or defensively?
Yeah, he's been rebounding well for us all year, obviously. He's a beast down there, and we needed it today because there was a lot of shots not going in for them and a lot not going in for us either. So it was huge that he could get up and secure some of those rebounds and get us some extra possessions and stop them from getting extra possessions on the defensive end because, yeah, it was a struggle both ways to make shots and get anything going.
You know, it was a season low in points for Wahpeton, a season low in points for your guys, but you found a way to gut one out. And once it gets to March, it doesn't matter how you win, right? Just find a way to advance. But what'd you like most defensively about your team not allowing maybe an offensive struggle to start the game, not allow Wahpeton to separate too much, in that opening 5 minutes?
Yeah, and that was the biggest thing. We needed to keep getting stops on defense. It was an ugly start offensively for us, and it's not like they were throwing the ball in from anywhere either, so it wasn't pretty either way, but we knew we need to keep getting stops. That's the only way. You give a 9-point cushion to start the game, and if you play it out even from there, you're going to lose. So we needed to get stops and chip away at that lead, and we knew once we saw the ball go through the basket a couple times, that would open things up a little bit, but they're great defensively. They do a lot of nice things. They get after you. They make it difficult to score, difficult to dribble, difficult to pass. So, we struggle with that a little bit, and credit to them. But, the thing is we knew, hit a couple shots, chip away at that lead. If we can get it back to even and hopefully get a little bit of a lead, then we can get rolling. And we never really did get rolling. We got rolling enough to get the win, but that was about it.
The transition game, I thought, was paramount in the second quarter, whether it was 1 or 2 points off turnovers or, again, rebound, quick outlet, get up and down the floor. What'd you like best about the transition game where it seemed kind of like Juan really came to the occasion there in that second quarter?
Yeah, no, Tony was huge the whole night for us, and he's been like that all year. When we've needed somebody to step up, he's a lot of times been the one to do it. The rest of us struggled a little bit offensively, and the ball wasn't going in the basket from the outside at all. So we needed to get out in transition and get some easy baskets, and he was aggressive, got some steals, got out. He's quicker than heck. So if he gets the ball out in front of people, no one's going to catch him. And he finished a few layups and got us back into it, and then we went in the locker room with the lead.
Last thing, we're at state in 2021. We're at state in 2022. Able to make it to state now 3 of the last 4 years. What does it mean, though, with the new 3 divisions, 3 classes, to make it this season to the Fargo Dome and with this group of guys to get to the 20th win of the season?
Well, the biggest thing isn't even the 3-class part of it. It's this group of seniors. They've been here for all of our appearances in the last few years. Obviously, as freshmen, they didn't play. They got in the state tournament a little bit at the end of a game, but when they were sophomores, 3 of them were starters for us and a big part of our team. So last year, unfortunately, we got beat out by Thompson in the region championship game. So we wanted to get there again this year for those guys, and they've worked way too hard not to get another crack at it.
Riley, congratulations on the win. Best of luck in about 5 days once you get ready and find out who your opponent's going to be in the quarterfinals.
Thank you.
That again, Riley Littlemone, head coach for the Grafton Spoilers, will continue after this.
Triton Mechanical is your leader for commercial, industrial, and residential contracting and
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
As we come back here on our post-game show, let's get to some of the final particulars here in this one. First, let's get to our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection here on yourliveevent.com. And that connection again was Juan Villarreal, or Tony as they call him again. Villarreal able to have himself a really nice performance, particularly in that second quarter where he would have 13 points in that second quarter and 6 field goals. He would go 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Juan Villarreal, or Tony Villarreal, is our post-game connection in that transition game. Halstead Telephone Company, keeping you connected. Discover local reliability you can trust at halsteadtel.com. We go from there to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Well, when you get 16 rebounds, as we heard from Kyler Droog just moments ago, that's going to do it. If it wasn't for Droog's ability in terms of rebounding, in terms of alternating shots, Wahpeton, who knows what could have possibly happened throughout the course of a contest. But Kyler Droog just put a big presence inside at 6'7" and said, if you're going to come in here, you're going to have to earn it. And Kyler Droog is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Life takes energy. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Again, that is Enbridge.com. From there, we get to our RDK Enterprises Feature Precision Play of the Contest. And for the Grafton Spoilers, the Feature Precision Play of the Contest was the second in the third quarter. They were down 9-0 to start the game, trailing 12-7 after 8 minutes of play, but they held the Huskies in the second and the third quarter to just 17 points and a season low in scoring 36 points. The defensive effort of the Grafton Spoilers today is our RDK Enterprises Feature Precision Play of the Contest, with locations in Hillsborough and Drayton for precision planting updates, information, questions, and more. Contact RDK Enterprises by visiting planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. The other state qualifier across the way, again, you have Stanley and Killdeer, Beulah, and Botno. But coming up in about a half hour from now, just over a half hour from now, we'll get to Valley City and the Thompson Tommies. Again, congratulations goes out to the Grafton Spoilers, who pick up their 20th win of the season. While for the Wahpeton Huskies, they will finish 16-9 this year under head coach Jeff Ralph. For the Grafton Spoilers, 10th state tournament appearance in program history, in the third in the last 4 years. On behalf of Joey Hughes, I'm Chase Miller. Join us again in about just over a half hour from the opening tap between Thompson and Valley City. That's next here on yourliveevent.com.